Here on Earth, we use a lot of energy. We take for granted how easy it is to plug in our phones and have access to the whole world at our fingertips. But the whole world doesn't have access to that energy. For millions of people in the developing world, when the sun goes down, they are forced to use hazardous substitutes, such as kerosene lanterns or open fires. So how does it work?
So my name is Andrea Jones. I'm the founder and CEO of SolSource. I've been in the utility scale solar industry for about 6 years.
Well, the initiative is to hopefully bring awareness, number one, that we can provide solar, which is called community solar. We can go to underprivileged communities, housing projects. We can go out.
I'm pulling together all the entertainers when it comes to cooperating with REACH, bringing awareness so everyone can, be a part of it. It's easy to provide lights for a village of.
From my own experience in my own hometown, electricity is not like abundant. It's there sometimes, and it is only available like certain hours of the day when they need electricity.
Energy it takes to be an entertainer. I know what it takes to create. And I know, like, pulling from the earth, trying to create myself and the energy, and it's almost like this, looking at the sun that we have in the sky today, and it gives energy. So we've been taking this energy to create and become entertainers and stars that we very, very seldom do you see someone giving back. It's a way that we can give back. And I think that the best way to give back is in the same form in which we receive, which is we become powerful. Let's just give power back. And we giving power back by an electricity. Solar panels and the sun is like the world's greatest resource.
I've sold electrical equipment, racking, modules, wiring cable. And recently, over the past year, I met up with Brandon from REACH Construction. Him and I had an instant connection with the way we do business and what we want to do for the environment and give back and really look past all the money to be made out there and all the good that can come from everything that we've been working on.
Community solar is pretty much what it says. It's a community in itself where everything is off the grid within that one community. You dictate the power, the load of the community, how much power that community needs, and that's how you determine the size of the solar farm you're going to put in that community. And whoever owns that particular power, whether it's REACH Energy, Acon Lighting Africa, whomever, can go to the homeowner, and if we're in an underprivileged community, tell that homeowner that you're no longer going to have a light bill. And they control that power, not the utility is not regulated at that point. You have full control over that power, so you can utilize it in whichever way you see fit.
There's other, I'm pretty sure there's other companies producing solar panels, things of that nature. Tell me what's the difference between REACH and everybody else?
Really, we all, you got developers who initially, the projects come to conception through the developer. And you got companies out there like REACH Energy that build them. And building is kind of like the most essential part to all of it. I mean, if you can't construct it, you can develop all day, but if you don't have a good company to build it, you're really going nowhere. And the engineering behind it, the procurement behind it, the construction behind it, REACH Energy and SolSource, that's what we bring to the table. We can build any project of any size, no matter whether it's in the United States, whether it's in Africa, whether it's in India. REACH Energy Group is moving to build globally.
We don't have to war with each other over the sun, but we have to war with each other over oil. And we don't have to dig into the world for the coal when we can just have the sun and depend on that. And this meaning of the sun, the meaning of a superstar, when you put all of that in the same perspective, is in order to be a superstar, that means you illuminate like the sun. And if you illuminate, you're supposed to shine so that others in the dark can see. So as an entertainer, if you are a superstar, then your purpose is to make things like this happen. This is what being a star is all about. It's not being flashy, having on a gold chain or driving a nice car. It's about power. And once you become powerful, then it's really your duty in life to make sure that you provide.
We can go to underprivileged communities, housing projects. We can go out and help mothers, single parent households that can't afford a utility bill, along with every other expense they have. And what we can do is pull it together, whether you're a celebrity, whether you're a politician, whether you're a lawyer, whether you're just an everyday person that wants to help out somebody. It's an opportunity to go in and provide solar power, which they call rooftop,
Right.
to households or communities that are underprivileged, and eliminate their power bill.
Why did you feel that there was necessity to deliver this message of solar power through the hip hop and urban community?
Well, I think it's important, number one, because typically when you think of hip hop, it's generational, cultural, and a lot of people identify hip hop with, you got rap music, you got thugs, you got tattoos, you got sagging pants, you don't see many artists in general, if we think about hip hop, doing something like this in technology. Akon. I learned about Akon's movement 3 years ago, and his movement, Akon Lighting Africa. There should be multiple Akons.
Right.
There should be an Akon in every city in the hip hop community, reaching out to our people, doing the same thing.
So the service that Akon provided in Africa, you bringing that to the United States?
Yes, we're doing that now. We're building that same product here in the United States, because there's communities here, maybe not with
panels. United Solar Initiative cares enough to change this and needs your help. USI is a nonprofit organization that seeks to eliminate energy poverty by investing in the infrastructure needed to support sustainable energy in the developing world. So how does it work? USI builds bridges between local solar companies and communities without access to electricity. They also educate communities and work closely with community leaders to implement solutions that meet their needs. Around 20% of the world's population is still without access to electricity. They need a safe source of reliable energy. Solar power can help meet this need. Your support of United Solar Initiative will help eliminate energy poverty and spur on the solar industry to balance the world's energy landscape. Join United Solar Initiative today. Eliminate energy poverty, one community at a time.
Beautiful morning. Yeah. Today is the first day of energy production, and the sun's great work for the next 40 years.
The panels actually like the cold. You know, we're not in the desert in California right now. We're on the East Coast where it's, I think, 25 degrees at, 7:30 in the morning.
Basically today it goes alive. We're flipping the switch, meaning we have flipped on the power, and that's I guess you'd say the birthday of the plant.
The whole team has been working on it since January. They've been on it, what, 2 years?
2 years.
GeneX, 2 years. It's all down to this. We'll have to wait 5 minutes before the system turns on. If the system turns on before 5 minutes, it fails.
You fail this test, they turn off your system, and then you correct it and you come back again.
We need jobs. We're a very poor county in the state of North Carolina, and we've got very high unemployment.
We're trying to make the county and our surrounding areas better for everybody.
I'm looking forward to it, to get it cleaned up around here.
The solar center will be right there. I think where we stand already will be panels.
The project is finally under construction. It's going to be the largest solar arrays that exist in North Carolina.
It's a great milestone, I think, for the industry, a milestone for what we're doing here in North Carolina.
What more could we ask for? We're not only having an investment here, but we're having an investment in our future.
I'm excited as heck about it. I've been here 20 years, and this is the most excited I've been in 20 years, I'd say.
On this site, we've got about 100,000 of these solar panels, and it's not easy work.
We want everybody to know about solar, educate the children, the students, provide courses to be able to work in this growing industry. Thank you.
If you would have asked me 3 years ago, what would you be doing today? I never would have guessed this.
It's going good. We're producing 72% of power right now at 9:30 in the morning. So it's really going, pushing power out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. 72%, man.
We were looking to trip in less than 5 cycles, and we tripped in less than 1.5 cycles, so it's fantastic.
It's overproducing right now. It's kicking ass. We're at 95% at 10:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations, buddy.
Congratulations,
Good job, man.
Yeah. Good job. Everybody did a good job.
We're done. The first GeneX system is up and running and perfectly done.
Now that the test has happened, we are technically defined as a power plant.
Well, we built it, and now it's the biggest system in the state. We hopefully get to a point where the state itself is 100% renewable, and the rows and rows and rows that we see right now just point us in that direction. It's a great feeling.
Wherever the sun shines, there's going to be electricity generated through solar power. And as we progress as a society, it will give people more freedom.